Okay, well, hey neighbors, welcome to the shed shop. In this edition of How To, my mistake is your reward. This video is happening because running between the two shops, I made a mistake and didn't put my tank vent in my saw. I went over to this building we're in now to grab this earlier and bring it over to the other building because I like to put seal oil on my tank vent there where it sits into the tank, and I never did put it in. So I'm going to show you how to change the tank vent on your STIHL MS271 chainsaw. This process is very similar on the 291, the 311, and the 391, and actually a bunch of saws that have the tank vent like this in the tank here on the newer STIHLs that end in a 1 or 2 model. So we have to drop our tank down, so we're going to go ahead and take out the screw holding in this AV spring here on the side there. Okay, turn your saw over. We're going to take out these two on the wrap handle here, okay, because they screw into the tank. Okay, I'm going to get our air filter out of the way because we're probably going to have to move our throttle a little bit as well. Okay, and then we will have to take this one up here off as well, this AV spring. Okay, just kind of bend your shroud out of the way there, careful not to break it. And you can pop your oh my goodness, tank out there, or your handle off. And then the next thing we need to do, it sucks, I'm probably gonna have to drain this fuel, which I don't want to do, but we have no choice. Okay, so I'm gonna drain my fuel so I don't spill it everywhere real quick. I was just checking it for spark because I wanted to make sure I put the right coil on, because I just recently changed a coil for a neighbor under his warranty, and I had 2 coils sitting on my bench just in case one did not work, and I took one over to the other building last night, but then they got mixed up nonetheless, and so I did get lucky and put the right coil on. What did I just do with the lid to the gas tank here? Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm so tired. I can't talk, can't think. Just went and got 2 fridges today. 2 side-by-sides. One is old and beaten up a lot, but it works. And the other one, the fridge freezes. And so I got that one first in hopes of fixing it. But then we got the other one. But the problem is, I took my measurement wrong. And so both fridges are 3 inches too wide. And so we're going to be doing some remodeling of our moldy, dilapidated kitchen. We're just going to rip some walls out probably. Okay, now we need to go ahead. Yeah, it's going to be easiest to take this dust cover off here. Okay, with 3 T20s or 27s. This one has the 20s on it, of course. Which means I'll probably have to go next door again. I can't wait until I get my new shop done, you guys. I'm so sorry. All the views have been shitty. Darkness when I buy all kinds of lights. The videos just not have been to the standard that you guys deserve. But if you guys just keep sticking with me, it should get better. It will get better when we get into the new shop. It's a T15. Yeah, I gotta go find a T20. Okay, here we are. I got my T20 neighbor to get our 3 screws out of our dust cover. 1. And there's 2 more back here. 1 right here. And 1 kind of by your handle here. Okay, so there is those. Now we can take that dust cover off and pull this AV rubber out. Well, it's foam, but of course it doesn't want to come out for me. What a shocker. Don't want to rip it. Those are expensive. Okay, and then we can just kind of shimmy your handle back there a little bit. Okay, what did I miss over here? We're going to go ahead and remove our throttle linkage. Damn it, I can't even talk. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of hold my throttle right there. Hold it up with a screwdriver, and then you can grab this linkage. Pull it up out of that groove. Okay, just gives you a little more room to play with it. Okay, and then it should theoretically come down enough, hopefully. Okay, I can usually get it down enough. Did it pop back into its groove? It did. What am I caught on? Okay, well, in some models I don't have to remove these front screws, but I guess we will so we don't fight with it. There's 2 screws right here that hold your tank to your wrap. Okay. 1, 2. And of course everything's popping back into place again. There we are. Now we can reach to put our tank vent in right there. Okay. Did you ever see what I did with it? I hate this. Everything's a mess. Okay, and I'm going to do my seal all. I like to do seal all. There's a little rubber seal O-ring here. And I like to put a little seal all right there. Not much, just a little bit. Just enough kind of extra security. Helps it seal in there, especially if you're not replacing the O-ring. Okay. And then we just set our, well, we need to clean it. It's got a little gasoline on the ridges. Okay, so we'll clean that surface real good. I apologize again about the smoking, you guys. I don't know why every time I turn the camera on I'm lighting up a cigarette anymore. Stress, I guess. Okay, push that in and make sure it locks into place. Okay, I'll hold that there for a few seconds just to make sure it doesn't shift anywhere. On some of the models, you don't have to take those front screws off. It must be the 3, let's see, what did I do? A 291, Neighbor Hayes 291, maybe it was, no, a 391. I forgot the tank vent, and I was able to just do the back half that I showed you there. Okay, now that we got that done, all we're going to do is go ahead and push our handle over this way. Whoops, carefully, to get it back into that groove. Okay. Trying to make sure our AV spring up front here lines up with its hole. Okay, like so. Okay, put that back in its groove. We can go ahead and put our screws back in. And then hopefully, that's all this all needed. Haven't tried to start it yet. All I did was check it for spark. So you put that AV shock absorber in there. This has got little tabs on the bottom. You've got to kind of push down on that AV absorber to get it in the back tab there. Okay. Of course it doesn't want to go for me. Just my life. Just ridiculousness. It didn't go in to its groove. I don't know why. Just being a nightmare like everything else in my life. Okay, there we are. And we'll put our 3 T20s back in. Right here they are. I like to start with this back one and make sure that tab doesn't pop back out. Okay, and I didn't Loctite anything on this saw. Usually don't have to. It's got a pretty good AV system, and it's only 50 cc. We opened up our intake and dual ported our muffler, and that's why I don't have I should have the sprocket on it before I try and run it, because I don't want my clutch opening up and rubbing my spring and messing it up. So I will install a sprocket, which means bringing the saw to the other building. Okay, and then remember we've got our 2 down here we got to put back in. Okay. I had a decent past couple of days on eBay, guys. I made about 300 in sales. Of course, I'll only get about 200 of that, but... Uh-oh, I missed the whole... story of my life, haha. course, you can't miss the hole when you're not getting any action. So, kind of lied there. It's not the story of my life. I haven't been with a woman in like a decade, I think it's been. Maybe that's why I have such a temper sometimes. Just need to get laid, I guess. But I don't like one-night stands. And I'm not exactly a social butterfly. I don't like going out. Don't like being around people. People just piss me off. I'm just going to snug all these up, you guys, by hand. Okay. Now the last thing we'll need to do is we'll put that throttle linkage back in. Okay, so it's just a reverse process. Just take and push your throttle open with a screwdriver, maybe. Or not. Oh, it already popped back in itself. Okay, that works. It's already back in its groove. But normally you just push your throttle forward. You can do it right here. Okay, and then grab your pliers and set that in its groove. Okay. And then what we did here is we took some of the plastic off of this intake here. Okay, there was a plastic here. There was a plastic here. And then up underneath that big space was a plastic piece. That allows us more airflow. And then, as I said, I dual ported my muffler. And fortunately, I don't have to put any heat tape anywhere. This muffler is very easy to dual port. Now, there is a port back here and a port up here. I don't love that. I have seen guys just put a second port right here. And I've seen it up top as well. But I want to try this out. I've not done one like this yet. So we'll see how it works out. Okay, so that's it, neighbors. That is how you change the tank vent on your STIHL MS271. And again, similar models, you do the same thing. So like the video, comment down below what you think, or just say hey neighbor for the algorithm, and subscribe to the channel and consider becoming a member. Be kind to one another. Everyone's facing a battle. Let's keep persevering, neighbors.